What's going on, guys? I just wanted to start off the video just by apologizing for the delay on this video. It was supposed to come out a week ago, but work schedule's been a little messed up, so also I'm a little sick. I got some kind of cold or something, but I just wanted to let y'all know that this is solely based on our opinions. It's not all of it's supposed to be taken seriously, and if you're a big fan of this film, I do apologize if I offended you or anything, and I just want to make sure that everything's alright. This is just our opinion. Please just don't attack me or Riley because we're not trying to offend anybody. But yeah, I just want to start off the video with that, and y'all enjoy. Thank y'all.
I came into the movie and I really wanted to like it a lot, like starting out, because I thought that the idea would be very interesting. I've heard about the movie beforehand and heard that it was good. Like I didn't know any spoilers or anything like that, so I didn't come into it
But
and
you
miss
kind of,
something
you
because
kind
of
of,
that.
you started 2049 first, and then you were like, oh, let me at least watch the first one,
Well,
and
I've
then you
only
stopped
I've
there.
only watched like 15 minutes of 2049 though.
Yeah,
Like I've watched
yeah.
like the opening scene and then I was like I'm gonna watch the first one first,
And then you,
even though
and then you didn't. You started it and you never finished.
yeah I never finished
Yeah.
2049 yet. I'm gonna watch.
See, I was the same way because like I started Blade Runner when I was really young, but I never finished it. Like I got to the first like 5-6 minutes of it, like after the first scene.
I was watching 2049. I didn't really get everything that was going on, so I
Yeah.
decided to watch it. Like I didn't know too much about the replicant stuff, and like it assumes you already know about it because it goes in and like the intro title is like talking about replicants,
Hmm.
and you don't know what a replicant is.
Well,
But
it kind of needed that because if that wasn't even there, the movie would be so confusing that I don't even think they could like play it in theaters back then because it.
oh no, people loved it. It was a classic because
Yeah,
like it was really new because there was
cult
nothing like
classic.
it before.
Yeah,
It's what I think brings it down now is because there's everything like it now.
yeah.
Like
It
back then, this
it
would have
feels
been
like it's trying to be.
insane to see.
It feels like it's trying to be too different, but now it's already been done before because we've seen it now because everybody else is doing it. It's just like every other movie trying to be new to us.
The thing is, like, it really went in with the, the atmosphere, and they did the
Yeah,
atmosphere incredibly good.
it was ominous.
But it was really just story just wasn't there for me.
I didn't even notice the story start until it actually started.
I didn't notice the story start till the end.
It might have been that
Like I was waiting for
we
like
were joking
plot to
around the
develop.
entire time. It was in a way when I was watching the film. It's like for the first like 20 minutes, I was awake like physically, but then like the next like hour, like it's like I didn't even really like pay attention that much. Like I don't even know. I can't really explain it in words. It's like I kind of just I fizzled out my brain during that next hour after the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I get what you're saying
Because
because
I can't even remember what
I was
happened.
sitting trying. I was trying to understand it. Like I'm sitting there trying to understand it because it's
Yeah.
trying to be complex. Like it has a bunch of moving parts going on, and I'm trying to get it. But when I'm trying to understand it, when I'm finally starting to get it, it throws in some oddball stuff like a unicorn running
The
through a
goofy
picture.
eye
Just
clowns. What the
yeah,
hell? Silly clowns. The little midget clowns. Whatever that was.
like I'm watching this dark like sci-fi movie about like a person having to hunt down things,
Yeah.
and then like
Very dystopian.
they walk into a room and then it's like dark and they're walking in. The guy's like, "All right, this is my house," and then it's like a little clown guy runs across the floor. It looks like he's from like what's it called?
Killer
Like a
clowns
classic
from
movie,
space.
Narnia.
Narnia.
That's what he looks like. He looks like he's
Narnia.
from Narnia.
Like something out of Narnia. So what you're saying?
Deckard has to walk through a
You're saying
crowded
the
alley.
idea on paper was really great, but when they put it
Yeah,
when they put it on them in the movie, it was like, you know.
yeah. The script, like it's like they got handed the idea, the story idea, like what they want, and then the guy who was writing the script was like, okay, and then he started doing acid, and then just started spasming all over the floor like that one girl did in that one scene.
Breaking Bad.
Like, you remember like the scene where like
Oh yeah, yeah.
the
The little
girl,
girl
yeah,
throwing
she
the
like
temper tantrum. Yeah.
yeah, and the Harrison Ford's
And
like
then
I,
and then
it wasn't even like
the
script,
big bad it
just
goes up and kisses him and licks her blood. And then
yeah, and like
he's
she's
like,
like spazzing
"I'm gonna kill
forward.
ya."
Harrison just shoots him like 4 times.
I like how we're not even calling him Dicker anymore. We're calling him Harrison.
Yeah, he's just Harrison to me.
He's Harrison, Mr. Ford.
He's not double decker anymore.
Yeah, but the movie felt like I was watching two different genres at some points. A lot of people were saying like it's so super slow, like pacing wise, but it really wasn't. It was like perfectly paced. Like it was literally an hour and 57, and it flew by. I just think,
It just didn't make sense to me.
yeah, it's the reason it felt like that was because I was so focused on understanding what was happening that I was like, oh my god, 20 minutes left. Where'd the movie go?
I keep reading people say that you have to watch it like a bunch of times to get it. The movie shouldn't be in a way where the first time you watch it isn't
Maybe
compelling.
the
Every
yeah,
time you watch it, it should be
maybe the
compelling.
first two
It shouldn't
times.
be. I probably will watch it
Yeah.
again at one point.
When you're older,
I
you're
just
40 with kids. So another
Blade Runner.
another thing would be the unnecessary jazz music that was with the omnious synthwave. You would be listening to this doom doom, like
Oh,
cool.
I don't really care about that as much. I cared more about like in some scenes it fit, but some scenes it was just random
It didn't fit, but for
chanting.
me it
You
didn't
hear
fit
the
the.
chanting? Like,
No, I didn't hear any of that. I don't think I remembered it.
he'd be walking through an alley and then you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh.
Well, like
And in the whole third act, like scene with the
yeah,
house, the like abandoned house, it has weird sounds playing the whole time that don't fit. Like
yeah.
it's like you hear like a cat
the
screaming in the
the
background, like
base of the final fight was really cool though, but like there was just like moments where it'd be really good music and then out of left field there would be like a with like goofy jazz music playing. I'd be like, it'd be like, what? And there was too much weird kissing in the movie. Like Harrison Ford would put
yeah,
his
way
lips
too
up
much.
to the robot and look like they were just like putting faces together, like heads together. You know.
Yeah, and like the scenes with like the girl that had like the Josuke haircut.
Yeah.
Just put her on like the screen so like they know what I'm talking about. Because
Uh,
like I bet not all these people know who Josuke is. So they just
yeah.
be like,
Put a
what is she
side by
talking about?
side before after. You put movie made no sense until I googled it.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the movie, well, not halfway through. I think I finished it, then I googled it. Like I finished it, and then I was like, I don't understand anything that just happened. And then I googled it, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that actually makes
Yeah.
sense.
Like it was the same for me. I had to Google when I googled the unicorn, and it was like at the end with the unicorn. I was like, oh, because he made the origami unicorn, and he knows what his dream is. So he must be a what are they called?
Oh, the replicants.
Replicant. You
So,
want to talk about the gun? That was more your thing. So
oh yeah, the gun. It just something about it just looks awesome. And this is another reason why the movie makes me upset because I really wanted to like it because of all the things we're about to talk about,
yeah.
especially the gun.
Right.
It's so good they put it in Fallout New Vegas. It's just so I can't even put into words. Like it's still in touch with like reality. Like it's still like a wood and metal gun. But then it has like the weird like light things and like the mag strange. That's not
Yeah.
even a mag. I don't even know what that thing is. It's just it's so good.
You're like attractive to the gun. You marry the gun.
Only a little bit.
You have a
Only
divorce with
only
the
a little
gun.
bit. I can never.
The gun takes your kids.
I could never.
The gun files
If it divorced
$5,000
me,
in money.
if
In
it
profit.
divorces me, I'm gonna move to a single action revolver.
Somebody put a Nerf gun side by side, like the freaking the
Oh,
regular
what?
Nerf gun. Let's talk about the cinematography a little bit. What did you think of it?
I thought it was really good. For the most part, like cinematography, I'm just talking about the camera,
Yeah.
like the way the camera's pointed at things. I'm not sure if that's the right term because I'm not like a
Its
big camera guy. I know
composition,
you
its
are, but
composition was appealing to the eye.
a lot of it was. I think some of it was kind of questionable, but that was just part of the
Vince
bizarre
Gilligan
parts of
went back to
this
the
movie.
back in the future. He's like, I like this shot. Vince Gilligan's like,
Anyway,
is that a unicorn? Let's call
this has nothing to do with Vince.
let's call this episode Unicorn, and then you won't understand it till the very end.
This has nothing to do with Vince Gilligan. It's just cinematography. So you bring up Vince
I
Gilligan.
don't know. The cinematography for me, I like in the second one. I know they used digital because I was following the director, the same guy that did Dune. Basically, back in the day when digital wasn't really a mainstream thing to use for like film and movies, you had to find Kodak film, which was like the cinematic. Since it was like very neon stuff, it'd bring out a lot of those reds and and blues very well, and it looked really good. You couldn't
Yeah.
go in a computer and color grade it. That would be the actual final film print. I bring that up because they changed the color grading because it was finally digitized, and they fixed a lot of the issues they had with the previous colors, and it looked really good for the final cut. But they did change a lot when it came to the movie in the final cut.
Yeah, they did really impressive. The shots when it was like not ground level, like when they were showing off like the city and stuff, were incredible. And that's more set miniatures actually,
They
and
mix
just
between miniatures and steps.
tricks.
Back in the day, stuff like this, they had to do it because they didn't have CGI and all that. It was like their only choice to making the movie look great.
Yeah.
You know what the budget was? It was a whopping 150 to 185 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But the miniatures were great. A lot of the movie's visuals were very appealing to the eye, and they looked great. 9 out of 10. Story was really good, but as a movie, it just does not work. Just because of its overall script that it had, some of the story aspects of it.
The story ideas were good, but the story was not. It was not told in a compelling way. There was no. I guess it's trying to be symbolic by saying like there not being too much humanism in the movie.
All those moments.
But the movie doesn't really make you feel anything, which is the entire point of films, is to make you feel something.
Yeah.
Kind of that's what it's missing.
Yeah, it's been a good review. I think we covered everything, so I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you, Riley, for joining me with this review. And he'll also be reviewing.
Always.
He'll also be reviewing Drive in my next episode. So
Make sure that you put in there that like this is all just our opinions, and
I'm gonna do
even
that.
if this movie is
this
your
is just our
favorite, you're not like
opinions,
an
guys.
idiot or something.
This is not
Like if you
be taken
love this
seriously.
movie with all your heart, I get that.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
Yeah. But nothing's for everybody.
Yeah.
Except for like
Avengers movies.
the Minions.
Avatar. What's that one movie? The
Yeah.
Mask.
Well, actually, it's rated PG-13.
Oh.
So
What's that? What's the Little Mermaid, but like the new one, the remake?